Hi everyone and welcome to the GameFace MPNFL Netball Show. We welcome back Lou this week after she's had a few weeks off work. Good to have you back, Lou.
Hey guys, nice to be back after a couple of weeks away. Pity about the cold weather. Tonight we're proud to be wearing our It's Okay Not to Be Okay merchandise. This round in the MPNFL is It's Okay Not to Be Okay round, raising awareness for mental health and to stamp out the stigma that is related to mental health in our community. It's Okay was started by the Hawkins sisters who hail from Frankston Bombers, who tragically lost their brother in 2016 to suicide. Ever since then, they've made it their mission to raise awareness and rid the stigma that is involved with mental illness in our community. And this is one way we can bring the message out and help raise awareness with the stigma in our community.
I saw that the umpires' flags this week are going to be bright blue with the logo on it, which I think is amazing. So yeah, it's just a huge thing that we're doing around the league this week. So the It's Okay Not to Be Okay game of the round is actually between Frankston Bombers and Mount Eliza, who'll be playing for the It's Okay Not to Be Okay Cup in the senior football and in the A-grade netball. But there will also be an It's Okay medallion for the best on court for all of the games over the day.
And it's such a great initiative to see. They're doing a lot of work at Frankston Bombers and Mount Eliza, as you said, with the blue flags and also all other merchandise that will be available. So we encourage everyone who's playing this weekend to get out there with a splash of blue on court. Also, if you have it, It's Okay Not to Be Okay merchandise, and really support this cause and spread the message that it really is okay not to be okay.
Such a great cause. I hope everybody gets on board this weekend, so don't forget your blue if you're going down playing or checking out some of the games. And having said that, let's get on to what we've got coming up tomorrow. What do we see in Div 2, Christy?
All right, so for our results in Div 2 that happened over the last weekend, I think some of the standouts to me were in the A grade, the Langwarrin defeating the second place Hastings.
So decent margin too in the end.
So it was 60 v 44 with Langwarrin coming out on top, and a shout out to Brooke, who clearly noted the mistake in our post to say that the exact scoreline. So look, I know that there was a few players missing from the Hastings side, and you know, we talk about premium players and how that influences the results, and I think that's a real demonstration of how they impact the game. So both Jess and Sarah Hosking were away, and I think maybe one of their key defenders was also off the court. So Trish stepped up and was...
I did see Trish out there.
So good on you, old girl, getting out there on the court again. So she played a quarter against us the week before as well. So good to see her out. But yeah, unfortunately they weren't able to take away the win. But no disrespect to Langwarrin too. I think that they're having a brilliant season. So, you know, that's a really great win. And in the end, those 4 points can be really essential for finals. The other game that I thought was a bit of a standout was in B grade, and that was Seaford versus Devon Meadows. So Devon Meadows sitting second of the ladder in that B grade comp, up against Seaford sitting in sixth. But yeah, it was Seaford that came away with a win, and I think that they are really going to start getting some momentum coming into the end of the season. So
Good time to do it.
yeah, 100%. So you know what, new to Division 2, so maybe just trying to work out all of the teams and things and getting a bit of a feel for it. But that was a great win for them.
Fantastic. And how about Div 1, Lou? I get to throw to you this week, which is great.
I think the biggest game of the weekend would have to be Sorrento Mornington. Sorrento coming away with the win by 1 point to the ladder leaders. So it really, that top 5, even 6 up in Div 1 off the ladder in A grade is so tight. And there's been a lot of different clubs coming away with the wins in those big games, so it'll be interesting to see come the end of the season. YC and B grade, YC and EDS in B grade, another dominant performance from both teams. So I think arguably the two front runners of the competition in B grade. Interesting, the C grade in YC only came away with a 1 point win to Mount Eliza, who are about 6th, I think, on the ladder.
It's a tight game.
So yeah, it was the tight game. I wasn't very happy on the sideline in the last quarter.
I think we've got them next week, so that'll be interesting. It'll be a tough game for us as well.
Look, we nearly blew a 10-goal lead. We had some players missing, but it really was the weather. We played on Thursday night, and it just was raining the whole time, and it picked up
and freezing
in the last quarter. So if you don't have slick play wet weather, you're done.
Well, it's a different game, so
completely
if you
different
can't
game.
adapt to the conditions, and there are some clubs that are still playing a lot of indoor netball, if they're unlucky or lucky enough to have that indoor court.
Yeah.
So if you can't adjust to that wet weather, catching the ball almost like a footy,
It was very wet.
then it can swing games one way or the other.
And I think in D grade, I think Sorrento would have been happy to come away with 2 points against Mornington with a draw, which is probably, I don't think we've had about 15 draws this season already.
It's crazy, isn't it? Yeah.
One every week.
Definitely a tight competition, isn't it?
Jeez, I'd hate to miss out on finals by 2 points though.
Yeah. So that would be, I think, Mornington a third and Sorrento about 6 or 7. So they would be really pretty happy with that.
Okay, so it sounds like there could have almost been some grand final future games being played that weekend.
Yes, we'll see what happens.
All right.
Awesome. And so to our Swordfish Wine Bar and Tapas match of the round this week, which was the C grade clash between Chelsea and Red Hill. A big day for both of those clubs. They actually found themselves versing a team either above or below them on the ladder for all of their grades. And in B, C, D and under 17s, they're all in the top 5 as well. So very, very tight tussles there. Chelsea walked away with the wins in each grade. So they did really well. They took a clean sweep of the day, which is amazing. And we think that's attributed to their goaling accuracy across the board, and Red Hill's not so much apparently. So yes, which is not so good. What can you tell us, Christy, about the game?
Some goals.
Some goaling practice there.
Apparently so. This is what I've been told.
You're not a goaler, hey?
No, I'm quite happy not to be a goaler and not have the pressure. So.
So we did nominate the Red Hill versus Chelsea C grade game as our goal, a game of the round, and second versus third, and it was as close as we had anticipated. And look, they really did a great job. So we sent our spy out to the game and got a little bit of a rundown of what happened during the game. So Chelsea started really strong. They had a 3-goal lead, and the Red Hill dominant defence end so far this season with Amy and Michaela and Chloe, they just were outstanding just down there in the defence end. But then Chelsea, I think, pulled out a little, bit
of magic?
Yeah, a little bit of magic. And they brought on Rebecca into goal attack, and she was really hard to beat, apparently, out on the court with her movement and footwork. So fantastic effort by her. And then Red Hill throwing a few balls away. So I don't know if it was, potentially their goal shooting, but a few wild passes, and that may have let them down. So Chelsea had a really versatile mid-court, and that really kept them stable throughout the game.
Every pass counts, doesn't it, when it's that tight?
100%.
It's very hard work.
That's right. Yeah. So with the final score, it was 48-36, and like we said, so the one club had the wins across the board. But that said, in the end, the best, or the player of the match that we are going to nominate for the Swordfish Player of the Round was Rebecca Cameron, who was that sneaky little goal attack from Chelsea.
Congratulations. Well done. Don't forget to get in touch with Trish from Swordfish Wine Bar and Tapas as well to claim your prize.
Yay.
So big thanks to all you guys who've got around our news segment as well, Netflix and Skills. I can't wait to see what we've got to look at this week, guys.
First up this week, we have a pretty impressive injury, unfortunately, from one of my girls and our captain. So I'm not too happy about it. 100 miles away. So
yeah, it wasn't a good sight.
So unfortunately, most of us all cop a jarred finger now and then and think nothing more of it. Walk off the court, give it a bit of shake, tape it up. Unfortunately, Jamie has copped it to the fingertip and shattered her fingertip. So had surgery on Saturday, missed out on our Ladies' Day.
Oh no, that's more devastating than the game, isn't it?
Yeah, no, we FaceTimed her from her hospital bed to make sure she got involved and had a bit of fun with us. But she's actually required a plate and screws in her finger. So it's going to be a little bit of a long wait until she's back on court, but let's just have a look and see at her x-ray and see what the damage is and her post-surgery recovery.
Yes.
No good. There's something not right with that. And
dear.
the boys, she went over to the footy rooms and the boys all were like, yeah, nah.
Oh, yeah, that's not good. But unfortunately, that's not where we end. So we've got some more injuries to have a look at. So have a look at this picture. We've got a Bree Hollis. Sam, what can you tell us about this one?
Yeah, so this was pretty shattering for all of us. Bree plays in our A-grade team. And when we were playing Rosebud a few weeks ago, she actually ruptured her Achilles. So she's out for the season. I believe she's had her surgery already, just waiting on on some results of that. But yeah, so we won't see her back until next year, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Not a good one for us at all.
It's not a great one. So who did she look? She would have looked behind her to see who was kicking in the back of the leg.
You know what? I don't even remember. I just feel like I was watching the game and then she was on the ground and we're all like, what happened? So yeah, just she was in a lot of pain. It was not good to watch. So
yes, I lost one of Somerville's A-grade players last year for the same injury. She's up and about now. Unfortunately, she's now travelling through Europe, so not back on the court. But it is definitely a shocking injury.
Yeah, not good fun at all.
All right, so now while this picture shows an impressive tan, then it does the actual injury. It's a story behind it that really makes it, I suppose, a standout.
That's right, Christy.
Want to share with us?
I hope Kringle dished out a mighty big fine for this one, because if she was part of my club, there would have been at least a $50 fine on that. So unfortunately, Grayson Van Dort from the Kringle B grade had a little bit of a mishap down in round 2. When they were meant to be playing a twilight game against Chelsea. So later in the day, thought she might get in an umpiring gig just to get a little bit of cash. Picked up the umpiring shift, Dramana versus Bombers inside. So, perfect conditions, really. She went one way, her ankle didn't agree with her and went the other way. And she's done her ankle and out for the rest of the season at the moment. Changing direction, so it's she's been sidelined since, and I don't think the team's very happy with it.
Very unfortunate.
These things happen. I hope there was a little bit of a spill or something on the floor, but I
was going to say, what is she putting the blame on there?
I've fallen over just over my own feet umpiring before, so you're trying to keep up with play, and you get a little.
So she's had up to 8 weeks on the sidelines already, so she must have obviously done a good job with it.
She's done a good job, so mostly ligaments, and I believe.
Yeah,
we'll see what happens.
And to do that umpiring,
I know.
I can just understand why the girls in her team would be a bit disappointed with that. But yeah, we wish her all the best.
Yes, we do, and I'll help pay the fine if you get a big one.
Now that we've shouted it out.
I'll contribute $2.
We can get a poll going, and we can all contribute.
GoFundMe page.
That's the one.
All right, so of all these injuries, obviously they're not good. So we wish everybody a speedy recovery. So now on a lighter note, thank you for these girls who have sent in this picture. So
before we do go to that, I do just also want to mention one that came to us earlier this week was Bombers. They've lost 2 of their A-grade players playing Friday day social in the same game, gone down doing their ankles.
The 2 of them?
The 2 of them, one in the first quarter and one in the fourth quarter.
Were they playing on the same team or opposite?
Same team.
So do they take each other out?
No, they were at different times apparently.
Oh, no.
But Emma Mason's done a beauty. Credit to her, she's still running the canteen and hopping along, making sure everyone's fed down at Bombers. But these little things outside of netball.
Yeah, these are game changers, aren't they? Wow. All right. So let's go back to we've got a picture that's been sent in between Mornington and Bomb Beach. And I think when you have a look at it, you'll see that it's the Mornington player that probably attracts you to the photo straight away. And it's that classic netball shot that we love. Where the photographers get us right at the right time, where we have a couple
Beautiful
of extra chins. Are we catching the ball? Are we throwing it? What's going on there? But have a look at the Bomb Beach girls.
This is the best.
So in this photo, in the background, a little bit fuzzed out there, you can see the girl who's passed the ball off. And that's Jackie, is that...
Jackie Coy from Bomb Beach, passing the ball off and just like, oh man.
Yeah. She's known straight away.
That's no good.
Not my best work there. And then as her teammate, which is obviously where the ball was intended to go, hands
in the air. What are you going to do?
What happened there? So I think we can all relate to
totally.
To when that happens on the court.
I reckon we've all probably played both positions where you've thrown that pass and just gone, oh.
Whoops.
Yeah.
And when someone's thrown it to you, and you're like, what the hell were you thinking?
Yeah. I have a feeling I might be more of that one. So I think we can all relate to that. So, yeah, good work, girls, and thanks for sending it in.
And finishing up our Netflix and Skills segment this week. We have an impressive video from Sarah Tanner, who joined us on the show while I was out and about a couple of weeks ago, giving her best on the bucking bull at Somerville's Wild West function. I've had a go at this before, and I've only been able to stay on for 2 seconds, legs over the top of my head. So it takes an effort to be able to stay on for this long. So very impressive, Sarah. Well done.
I will give her a little bit of a shout out though. So she does live out on property. She does own horses, so she's got a little bit of experience. But I don't think the thoroughbreds that she rides are bucking her around as much as the bull was.
I do love it when the guys get on the control, because they see you getting a little bit too good.
So they just go,
ramp it up. I don't keep you on there for long. So thanks a lot, Sarah, for being a good sport and letting me share that with the rest of us.
Oh, that's great. I love it. And thanks so much to all of you guys that have sent through their photos and videos for us to share. We're loving it. Keep them coming through. Don't forget you can inbox the GameFace page directly with your submissions.
Get your GameFace on.
Absolutely. We look forward to seeing what comes in next week.
And now moving on to our next segment, which is the much anticipated rumour file. I've missed it the last couple of weeks. Christy, what have you got for us?
All right, let's have a look. Okay. So, Division 1. Which Division 1 club has just found out that one of their B grade players is pregnant, finding out just 1 week after a player of the same position played their 6th game to tie them to A grade? Oh, that's going to...
What awkward timing.
Yes. So firstly, congratulations.
Yeah, it is the best injury to have.
Who is pregnant, and all the best for the coming few months for you. But yeah, what a challenge for...
I know, challenge for the club, but I'm sure, you know, it doesn't come down to one player as much as we like. One player can make a bit of a difference. I'm sure they've got some things up their sleeve that they might try and work with, or who knows, but a little bit annoying. You'd be kicking yourself that you didn't find out a week early.
Yeah.
Yes, and it's always, most of the time when the girls are pregnant, they know early. They just keep a bit of a lid on it.
They've probably told their coach.
Maybe whether they have all, you know, how can I manipulate this without anyone really kind of
cluing onto it?
Knowing. But at the same time, like if someone's good enough to be playing 6 games in A grade and have already tied them there this early in the season,
to be there.
Probably deserve to be there. Probably should be playing B grade. So you know, we'll see what happens there.
Strategy though, Lou.
Strategy does come into it.
All right, now let's look at the Division 2 rumour. Okay, 2 clubs will be giving their head coaches the sack.
Oh.
My goodness, this is like the AFL.
I know, right? Oh my God.
And are currently looking for replacements already, as the football committees are over their opinionated head coaches. Allegedly, one somewhat to be expected and the other not as expected. That's massive.
That is a really juicy rumour. I'm loving that.
That is really...
And interesting that someone would know so much about that from 2 different clubs.
Exactly right.
Unless these have come in and we've merged it together.
Ones,
So I'm just going to read between the lines, and I think there's a really key thing that's in the statement that's come through to us, is that as the football committees are over their opinionated head coaches, now there should be club committees and not football committees. So is this maybe is the source of this potentially someone from a divided club, maybe?
Possibly.
Gosh.
We'll see.
We'll see if it's me.
You are Div 2.
I am Div 2.
But you do have a club committee, so...
Yeah, I do have a club committee.
Hopefully not.
Hopefully your job's safe.
Interesting. I'll drink
that
to that.
unlike the AFL, they're going to wait till the end of the season, which I highly respect.
It just, you know...
I might be a little upset that...
you know, kind of throws your whole year, really, doesn't it?
I don't think Carlton are going to be the only club that are losing their coaches in the near future. So
no, but
that's a whole other issue.
To see what happens, what comes out of that.
Yeah, we'll keep our eyes peeled for some news.
That's huge news, and whoever has sent that in to us has obviously got their finger on the pulse.
In a couple of different pies, so. You know, there's not just one, there's 2, so maybe they've been
multiple
approached
sources.
already.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. It could become a coach.
Let's wait and see.
Definitely, can't wait to hear about that. Now, we're always grateful for our sponsors, and we're fortunate enough to have a chat with one of our major sponsors tonight, Ryan Haywood from Swivs Locker. So let's have a look at our catch-up with him. We're happy to welcome Ryan Haywood, Director of Swivs Locker, who are a GameFace Foundation partner, who are joining us tonight. Thanks for coming, Ryan.
No worries. It's great to be here.
So, Ryan, talk to us a little bit about Swivs Locker and how it began.
So Swivs Locker is a customised uniform, headwear and merchandise company, predominantly focusing on sports, schools and corporate customers. We also do a little bit of high-vis workwear, promo items and also some hospitality items. And we began back probably about 8 years ago now. Started out, I was playing cricket for a local cricket club. We had a nice clothing supplier and they decided to cut us off just before the start of the season.
Oh, lovely.
So I was working in international trade at the time. I found a supplier out of China and that was the first order we did. It's kind of just grown and snowballed from there. Been involved in sport for a long time and utilised my connections, and now it's Swivs Locker Pty Ltd.
Brilliant. And so what have you got in your little repertoire that would be useful for the netball clubs on the MPNFL?
Yeah, for the netball clubs in MPNFL.
It's a mouthful.
Tongue twister.
Yeah.
So we've got the on-field items of your dresses, your bibs and your socks. Off-field we can do some training apparel, long-sleeve T-shirts, short-sleeve T-shirts, singlets, puffer vests, which keep you nice and warm for the winter months.
Yeah, brilliant.
Beanies, pretty much anything you can think of for your netball clubs, Swivs Locker can supply.
And Ryan, what items are hot right now?
Coming into winter, it's a bit cold, so we're looking at our beanies and puffer vests. Also, with the end of season approaching, our end of season netball trip items are hot to go as well. So that's a really good one to look at also for the netball clubs, and a nice little introduction to work with Swivs Locker.
Yep,
One other thing we've been doing recently is online stores. And the netball clubs have been really loving this concept because you don't have to carry any stock whatsoever. So jump on, have a look at swivslocker.com.au, check out one of the stores on there and you get a fairly good concept of how it works.
Awesome.
That's brilliant. And so what made you decide to jump on board and sponsor the GameFace show and the MPNFL netball show?
It's a great cause. I think there's no other company really doing what GameFace does at the moment on such a local sporting level. It's fabulous. There's nothing else that rivals it. I love being a part of the local communities. I've always played sport my whole life and I just love helping people with their merchandise and range.
Great news.
Brilliant.
And when should clubs to contact you to start thinking about next season's stuff?
Yeah, it's never too early. So by the time we draw up some design concepts, it's the best time to start right now. If you start thinking about your merchandise, just reach out, make contact and we can start the ball rolling. So get on board and start doing it right now.
Awesome. So what's the best way to contact you?
Yep, so we're on all our social medias, Instagram, Facebook, phone. I love having a chat, whether it's fashion or just life in general, business, or just jump on the website. You can send through a contact form on there too.
Perfect. Thanks so much for joining us for a chat tonight, Ryan. A massive thank you to Swivs Locker, as their support makes shows like this possible for us to promote our netball league. So make sure you support them too and jump on board and grab all your apparel from Swivs Locker.
Thanks, girls.
Thank
Cheers.
you. Thanks again for the chat, Ryan, and don't forget to jump onto swivslocker.com.au and check them out.
Yes.
Now, before we wrap up, let's have a quick look at tomorrow's games. What have we got in Div 2, Christy?
Oh, look, long weekend, so it's a little bit interesting that, you know, I know I was approached by Devon Meadows to hope to see if I could move our game. Unfortunately, we weren't able to. We just didn't have the players that were able to do that. So it'll be interesting to see how many clubs have got full squads.
Might be affected by the
long weekend. Although with the weather that we've been having,
Where are you going to go? I mean, unless you're going somewhere hot and for a couple of days.
Unless you're getting away for 3 days to Bali or something like that.
Yeah.
There's no way I'm going camping or anything ridiculous like
Although
that
I do
this
know we're
weekend.
missing a few this
I
week to
didn't even
Bali,
realise
so
was
but we're
a
not playing.
long
So
weekend, so.
it has come up quickly, this one.
Yeah, so I think one of the big games this week will be the Hastings versus Coringal A-grade game. So Hastings coming off the loss from Langwarrin the week prior, and I think they're really going to want to stamp their authority to say that they deserve to be up there in that top 2 position. And Coringal, who have had a bit of a
rocky start?
a rocky start to their season. So again, this would be a big scalp for them. So I think that would be a massive game. This round. And then across the board, I think there's just, our league is just really strong and consistent. So I think there's just going to be a lot of tough, close contests. Yeah, not any of them are really standing out in particular. I'll be interested to see what the results say.
Fantastic. Yep. And what about Div 1, Lou?
So Div 1 this week is actually a bye round, but we have a couple of clubs playing their round 12 games over the long weekend, so hopefully they've got some good crowds down there. Sorrento Rosebud will be probably match of the round in A grade. Rosebud having won their game when they previously encountered each other a couple of weeks ago, so Sorrento coming off a great win from Mornington will be hoping to get one up on that. And then Mount Eliza take on Bombers, who with those couple of injuries, I think will be happy to go 2-0 against Bombers this season. Also, obviously playing for the It's Not Okay to Be Okay Cup. So if you can get down there to support a great cause. But
so you already back around playing your...
No, so...
It's due to the fact that it's a round 12
because they're playing
clash.
round 12, they're doing that. So we've got one more round after our round... What are we? 9?
So I think round 9 we will have played everybody. Yeah,
so
so not this weekend.
Comes
next,
around fast, whereas
it does.
In Division 2 we've still got a few rounds
to go.
Yeah, a few extra teams down there. So, but my matches of the round this week are actually in the under-17. So the 2 games that are being played are the top 4. So it's going to be a really great contest in the under-17s competition with Mount Eliza 3rd hosting Mornington and Sorrento 2nd hosting Rosebud. So I think Mount Eliza will be hoping to get a little bit closer to Mornington and take them on for all that it's worth and try and take the #1 scalp. And they'll be really good matches across the board there in the under-17s.
It'd be really great if the crowds could get down there early, because these could potentially be some of the biggest crowds that these under-17 players ever played in, and especially the It's Okay Not to Be Okay round. If we can get everybody down there really early to...
In their blue.
It's going to be a great contest, as you've said. Finals, top 4 teams. So get down there, support it, and get the gear, because I'm going to say it's going to sell out. So get down to the under-17 game and buy all of this at the same time.
Fantastic. So some great netball to look forward to this weekend. I can't wait. Good luck to all of you guys taking the court this week, and for those Div 1 teams that have got the week off, enjoy, and if you're not going away, make sure you get down to the games and check them out. So as we bring the show to a close again, we want to thank our amazing sponsors, of course Swivs Locker, that we had a good chat to Ryan tonight, and also Frankie Media.
Yes, Sammy, as you said, we had a great chat with Ryan from Swivs Locker, so thanks, Ryan, for your support. Make sure you get in contact with Swivs for all your apparel needs, particularly your netball trips. They've got some great gear, so, we all want to get some extra gear when it comes towards it. Custom made. And as the days are getting colder, don't forget those ugly sweaters and customised beanies for your club.
So we're going to leave you guys with this cool video that our sponsors, Frankie Media, have made for their customer Moonlit Sanctuary. If you need any customised videos or marketing material for your business, make sure you jump onto frankiemedia.com.au. Thanks for tuning in, guys.
Cheers. See you guys.
Cheers.
Cheers.
My name's Blair. I'm the Assistant Life Sciences Manager here at Moonlit Sanctuary. We're a native wildlife park home to about 60 different species of Australian native animals. We're located at 550 Tyab-Tooradin Road, which is a couple hundred metres off Baxter-Tooradin Road. Here at Moonlit Sanctuary, we're home to over 400 individual animals, including kangaroos, Tasmanian devils, dingoes, koalas, and a variety of bird species, reptiles, and amphibians. We're open from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. every day except Christmas Day, and we also run evening tours that start after dark, where you can meet some of our unusual nocturnal animals, including long-nosed potoroos and squirrel gliders. Here at Moonlit Sanctuary, our focus is to educate our visitors about our unique wildlife and how we can conserve them. To create this link, we have keeper talks that run every half an hour, a daily conservation show, and experiences where visitors can get up close and meet our animals. These include hand-feeding kangaroos and wallabies, cuddling a koala, walking a dingo, or even patting a python. Mount Eliza Football and Netball Club has had a long association with family members of Moonlit's founders, as well as helping us support and promote some of our conservation programs. For your next family adventure, please visit us at Moonlit Sanctuary, where you can meet some of our incredible, amazing wildlife.